What's up, boozers? Alright, we had a business meeting yesterday and we went to the cinema.
This was official. We posted it on all of the social media.
We lights up.
Spent money on this shit. This one's special because this is the first one that we actually went to the theater to see and review.
Well, after starting doing this.
After starting
We've
this
been
channel.
to the theater to see movies before.
This was directed by David S. Sandberg and written
by Eric Heiserer.
Heiserer.
We don't know how to say it. So it started Teresa Palmer as Rebecca. She was in Dead Bodies.
Gabriel Bateman, who is Martin, and their mother, Maria Bello, who is Sophie.
Yeah, and Alicia Bella Bailey.
So this movie, just to put it out there, right off the bat, two things came to mind. Babadook.
Yep.
And Mama. A combination
We've seen
of
the
both.
short film of this when it came out.
Yes, I was so impressed when I heard that this short film called Lights Out on YouTube, if you haven't seen it, which I'm sure everybody has by now, but if you haven't, go watch it. It's like 3.5 minutes long, totally worth it. Didn't know how it was going to play out as a feature film, but I was really proud of them for getting it to that point. I think the short came out in 2013, if I'm not mistaken. I think I enjoyed this movie. I didn't love it. Not gonna lie.
Fun.
The acting of the mother was fantastic. I thought she did a great job with the mental illness and whatnot. Rebecca initially came off as annoying, but she kind of grew into her character, I think. Mm-hmm. Martin also came off as annoying, but he
was alright.
Yeah, he was alright.
Most kids in horror films are really, really annoying.
I think he did well, though.
Yeah.
In the end. What happens is Rebecca had moved out of her mom's house a while ago because her mom has a mental illness. She's depressed.
Her dad
clinically depressed.
Left.
Well, her dad disappeared. So Martin is her little brother, and his dad disappears one night. I don't know if they found him dead or what. I don't know if he knows he's dead or if he just disappeared. Shortly after, you find out about Diana. Mom talks all the time, like, in third person, like we and us and this and that. Talks about Diana to people. Rebecca's telling Martin it's just Mom. She's crazy. She goes through these episodes when she gets depressed. She needs to socialize with people, blah, blah, blah. And as time goes on, you realize that Diana is a real person that was in her past. So your question is she dead? Is she alive? Like, is she a ghost? Is this some weird experiment gone wrong? And I like the way that they played into that mental breakdown type thing. Diana is a character that cannot come into the light.
She has a weird illness where she's hypersensitive to light, so she can't be out in it.
Don't want to give away the ending since it's such a new film.
Mm-hmm. Just came out last week.
I have to say that I was kind of disappointed with the ending. It gives you enough information, barely, that you could make the leap to where they were trying to go with this.
You don't really understand if Diana has been a
you still don't know
the entire time.
Right, you don't know if Diana's alive or dead. You don't really understand how she and the mom came about being friends, and like they touch over it, but
Rebecca makes the leap at some point that Diana used her mind powers to convince her mother, Sophie, that they were friends. They don't really cover the background of Diana, which is kind of annoying because you don't know really what to think. Because I don't know. I don't know if it would have been better to know or not. I honestly don't.
At one point, they wanted to make the little brother become friends with Diana, the mother. Mm-hmm. And I just feel like there's different ways to go about that if that's what Diana's wanting. I don't know. I didn't see a reason for her to be a bad person in this. The whole she's sensitive to light and the scientists were mean to her.
It's very Samara-ish.
Yeah, it's implied right off the bat that
there was something wrong with her to be at the beginning, but...
And she has, like, psychic abilities or something. But Rebecca's father, who is different from Martin's father, he disappeared, according to Rebecca. It's implied that Diana killed him since she kills Martin's dad.
Yeah. And then there was, like, Hot Dude. What was his name? Brad? His name could have been Brett, or Brett. But she says it differently all the time.
Alexander de Persia. I actually liked him. I didn't think I would initially because he was like annoying boyfriend, stalker kind of guy. But he was the only one that actually thought through things.
Yeah.
And his paranoid boyfriendish type thing actually ended up being helpful in the end.
Right.
Well, we had some thoughts on different endings.
There's a part at the end where they're all sitting in the ambulance.
And they're thinking everything's okay. And the movie ends there. We were thinking that maybe Diana would come back through Martin. Like, it just seemed like they were going to make it that way with the way that they kept incorporating Martin and Diana together. I figured that way that it would leave it open for, like, a second movie if they did that, but...
Yeah, but there's... Because
they wouldn't
part
do
when
that,
they're sitting on the ambulance where the lights flicker and you're like, is it over? Is it not over? So I assume that's what they're going to use as the lead for the trailer for the sequel.
If they do a sequel. IMDb rates this a 7.0 out of 10.
Really? That's going to change over time.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was worth the money to go see.
Yeah, it was a fun time.
I don't think it was worth a 7. I'd say probably about 5.5.
Yeah, I'd say I'd give it a 6.
I'm still super impressed by the fact that it was, you know, a web original and got taken to the big screen. Comment down below what you thought of this film.
Wait.
Like and subscribe. And check out the social media, because we socially need ya.
Just kind of fell on that catchphrase. Alright.
And as always, stay awesome.
Keep boozing.